Okay, hello guys.
Hi guys.
Hello,
Um,
hello.
is my voice clear? You can hear
Yes,
my voice.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear you loud and clear, very loud and clear.
so it's clear. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think for the context first that people we watch this who watch this video, I want to introduce you about two of my friends. Yeah, this is the first is Febriyan. This is my teammate. So this is my team members, and we also have that our friends that have come home from Malaysia. That is Kela. Kela, can you say
Hi,
hi to camera?
hi everyone who's watching.
Okay. I think for the context first, we've been waiting to do this since you taught us about the Malaysia trip because I see on your social media you have to have a extra exciting trip that I see on your social media. So I just want to know about your story that you going on the Malaysian trip. Febrin was also texting me, kayak like we must to talk with Kela because we want to know about your story.
Yeah, because like Kela just went to Malaysia and just came back and didn't tell us anything, right? I mean, we just know you going to Malaysia from your Instagram feeds because you post a lot of pictures, right?
Yeah, yeah. So well, to be fair, I was actually still recovering from the post-holiday depression, you guys. So yeah, I guess I was still in holiday mode and didn't really
Yeah,
tell anyone about that.
I'm so sorry about that. I know you is coming back from vacation, but yeah, we basically about put you into a call because we just want to know about your fun story because we don't want to know about your start because we just want to hear your exciting story in Malaysia. So I'm sorry to interrupt your big mood in vacation. So
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
okay, Fabian, you want to add
Okay,
something about that?
this is perfect. There's no problem at all. So, okay, before we get into the trip itself, okay, just give us a bit of a context. Like how did this whole Malaysia things happen? Like was it planned or was it just like a spontaneous thing?
Okay, honestly, it was very, very spontaneous and kind of a impulsive trip for us. Well, it started like as a, let's just do it kind of idea with my family. And I myself have been waiting to go somewhere outside of Indonesia for a while because it's been quite a couple of years since the last time we went abroad. And Malaysia felt like the nice first comeback international trip for us because, I take a trip to Malaysia. I mean, it's close, it's still in Asia. It's only like what 2 hour flight from Jakarta, right? That's affordable as well.
Oh,
And we as Indonesian are already familiar enough that it wouldn't be overwhelming for our family. So yeah, I just looked up the flights one night and booked it and yeah, went there.
wow, your family is no have a overthinking feeling,
Yeah, it was very
no
spontaneous,
difficult
yeah.
planning first to trip. You just if you want to go, we go now. Yeah. Oh wow,
Yeah.
so it's amazing.
Yeah.
How about with your family, you just realized the plan very quickly. So I'm very appreciative about it. I'm glad.
Yeah, well, it's not like you, bro. Like
What?
you have loads of plans, but there's no one, like no plans like ever go out of your way to make it happen, bro. Like you have loads of plans, but nothing goes like everything just saying plans this and that,
Nah,
but
nah, nah.
no action,
Just do
bro.
it, lad. Just do it next time.
Hey, don't be like that, man. Move on, please. Move on, move on. Next question.
Okay, so uh there's actually this the first thing that we me and Caleb wants to know is like what was your first impression when the moment that you landed in Malaysia?
Okay, so the first stop was definitely KL International Airport, which is the international airport. So, well, it is just an airport, I know, but it is so fun to be there, actually. It completely blew me away, the place. It was really huge. It was clean, everything was so well organized and well signposted. And then on the drive into the city from the airport, I saw the Petronas Tower from the highway for the first time, and I may
Oh.
have like pressed my face against the taxi window too much because I was really mesmerized by the tower, and it was like around 1 a.m. when I arrived there, and
Mhm.
the view was pretty great actually, and the traffic was also nice. So like
Oh,
that's my first impression.
oh, that's a valid reaction, honestly. It's amazing about how what do you tell to us, and I think what about the first few days? Is it was there a moment early on that really stuck with you in your trip?
Yeah, the very first night actually really stood up a lot in me.
Mm.
We went to Jalan Alor, which is
Oh,
this famous night market, and it was just well, sensory overload actually in the best possible way. There were so many stalls, food everywhere literally, and mind you, that was
ah,
at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And people from all over the world was just mixing together there, you know. And the food itself was incredible, of course. And the most
okay.
important part is they were really cheap. I spent like 30
Okay.
ringgit on a
Damn.
full dinner with drinks, including drinks, and that's roughly like equal with like around 100K, 1,000 rupiahs here in Indonesia.
Oh,
So I believe that's a good deal for like an overseas meal, you know?
What?
wow.
Wait, I thought it was like it's gonna be expensive. 100,000 rupiah?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Wow.
That's so cheap, man.
But you eat like a locals, yeah. You eat what local people eat in there. That is interesting experience too, yeah. Then I not expect that the price that you get in Malaysia in what is Jalan Allah,
Yeah.
it's cheap and maybe cheaper than Indonesia. Oh, because in
Yeah,
Jakarta
honestly.
we when we go to especially like a block and like a Jakarta city central, it's very expensive now. So I
Yeah, you're
very
most
lazy to
likely
go to
gonna
the
spend a lot more here in Indonesia, right? Which is
yeah.
weird because you're here overseas and you're spending a lot cheaper.
Don't talk me like that, man. It's recording, man.
Okay, well, I mean, spending 100,000 rupiahs probably like it's like a dream, right? Okay, so
Ah,
by the way, I want to know like how does your like day-to-day life actually feels like over there? I mean, you said it was just a vacation, but even on vacation, you're gonna feel like how the city operates at the noons, right? How is it different from like Jakarta or in Indonesia here?
Oh, okay, so there were so many things that were different actually, but like mostly in a good way. The biggest one for me was the public transport. I mean, I'm a public transport user myself here in Indonesia. So when I went to KL, I really like observing the public transport there. Like KL has the LRT, the MRT, the
oh,
monorail. But the thing is, all of these different types of public transport, they're all connected. So you can like move
Oh,
between MRT to monorail pretty easily because they're connected and they're all
oh,
running on time as well. And I barely touched
nice.
Grab or any online vehicle ordering throughout the whole trip. I just hopped on trains everywhere because it was really easy to access actually.
Mm, okay.
damn, that's a big one, Kel. So, when you're getting around in Malaysia, it's very actually it's easy
Yeah,
because
yeah,
all integrate, right?
yeah, it was super easy actually. So you get this touch and go card. It's basically
Oh,
like their version of an e-money card here in
Iman.
Indonesia.
Ah,
You just tap in, tap out using that single card. It works on trains, buses, even
mhm.
some convenience stores as well. And that's honestly one of the first thing you should grab when you arrive because you're gonna use it a lot throughout your whole trip, especially if you're like gonna commute using public transport and everything.
Oh, it's always amazing, yeah. That I think we literally need that things in the Indonesia because Indonesia have
Yes.
MRT too, LRT, but not integrated like
Yeah, that's
Malaysia have.
right.
Ah, damn.
Well,
I
I
hope
mean,
and one day Indonesia will be have that.
Yeah, I mean.
yeah,
Amen.
the I think we should like appreciate the like the integration and also the on time aspect of the
Yes,
trains and etc. It's something that we
yes,
should appreciate
that's
as well. Like it's the on time, right? Well, although like we do have the e-money cards here, though it's just like it's not everything like actually accepted consistently, and the trains. Well, I think
Yeah,
we don't have to talk about that here, right? Okay. I kind of want to know, like, can you easy like find halal foods over there?
yeah.
Oh, that's a very important thing, especially for me as a Muslim. Well, Malaysia is honestly one of the easiest countries in the world for halal food. Well, if I say so
Oh,
myself, like you don't even have to think about it or like do effortly try to find halal food because the majority of
yes.
restaurants are halal by default. You see the
Oh,
certification literally everywhere, so it's kind of easy. Like Malay food, Indian Muslim food, mamak stalls, there are these things called mamak stalls, all all available on the clock 24/7. Like the mama culture
yeah.
especially is something special, personally. Like they're open 24 hours, the food is great, and that's literally just where locals hang out at any time on
Mm.
day or night. So yeah, that's a good part.
24 hours. Open 24 hours, but I think that's kind of a dangerous, for my wallet, because
No,
24 hours, man.
I think the place like that it's will be my favorite of place because you can eat
Yeah,
whatever you want. If you're hungry,
yeah.
you feel hungry at the late
Imagine,
night.
imagine you like 1 a.m., you hungry,
Yes.
just go to
No,
Mamak
no, that's
stalls.
dangerous.
Yeah, well, I think we kind of want to know about the fun stuff of the vacation, the
Oh,
exploring. Okay, like what do you think is do you enjoy the most when you were traveling to Malaysia?
that one I want.
Okay,
Uh,
so our family went to this place called Genting Highlands, and I think Genting really stood out for me.
I will
So
search it.
Genting Highlands is this place up in the mountains. The weather there is way cooler than the city, obviously, because it's, high up. Kind of like equivalent with Puncak in Indonesia, a bit foggy, a bit
Oh,
chilly. The vibe is just really nice there. The
winter.
weather is really, really nice. And getting there is already an experience as well. You take this cable car all the way up. It's
Cable
super
car.
high and the view is amazing. Yeah, a cable car. I mean, the line was kind of crazy, but it was worth it, I guess.
I
And
will
I was
search
a
it.
bit nervous at first, not gonna lie, because it was high. I kind of have price with high. But not gonna lie, but it was totally worth it. The waiting line and everything, the view was amazing. And I also went to Pasar Seni. It was at the
Pasar
city
seni.
for this one, which was really fun because it's a great place to see and shop for local crafts and souvenirs. You can really get a lot of local things there, like local Malaysian things there. And you can find a lot of unique things as well there. Like there were like these curated local markets there.
Mm.
You can find like like stuffs that are made handmade and everything. And I think it's pretty.
Oh,
And of course, Pavilion Mall. It's huge and really iconic in Malaysia. Of course, I'm sure you guys know as well. Even if you don't plan to shop, it's just still nice to just walk around and explore. And I think basically throughout the whole trip, my family didn't really like shop a lot, except at the local market. But we just like, did window shopping and just, stroll around and enjoy the city and places here and there.
well, you have many, I think, exciting experience. Can I ask you a little bit question about, especially about Genting?
Yeah, sure,
Um,
sure.
uh, I see it in Google. I'm searching when you talking about Genting Island. That
Okay.
Genting Island is the cable car.
Yeah.
It's very high. Oh my God, I'm scared about the sea.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is.
I don't know how you feel when you take you ride the are you into the cable car or not?
Yeah, I did. So it was actually like I don't know, I kind of forgot, but roughly like around a 10 like 7 to 10 minute ride. So imagining like I am
Okay.
afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights and I have to ride that cable car all the way up for seven
Wow,
minutes. It was actually very scary, but you just kind of like have to fight the fear and like I
you're
mean,
very
the view
brave.
was worth it actually. It was actually pretty good. I mean, you search it up like, right? It was good.
The view is
Yeah, I'm
good.
looking at it right now. I'm looking at the card table right now, and it looks, I don't know, it's probably exciting, but also terrific. Like
Yeah, it is
totally.
actually.
Ooh.
Because I'm seeing on your Instagram feeds about the photos, about the views that you share. It's very amazing about the view, especially
It
in the Genting
is
Highland. I love it.
lots of nature, scenery, stuffs, pleasant to the eye.
Wow, that's amazing. And oh, so many fun experience that you had in Malaysia trips. Oh, it motivate me and maybe Febriyan want to go to Malaysia maybe next week.
Maybe next weekend.
Probably, yeah. With this cable car thing is excites me, you know. I really want to try
Yeah.
this one.
Yes, bro. We usually take in the cable car in Ancol, man.
Yeah,
Not
it's
in
something
Genting.
like that actually. Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
like in
just
Ancol.
more higher.
Oh, okay. But in the many experience that you have, is there a single moment that you will never forget? The top
Oh,
one moment in when you go in the
yeah.
trip in Malaysia.
Yeah,
I want to know
definitely.
about that.
So we went to Batu Caves at sunrise. You guys
Batu
can search it up. Batu
okay.
Caves. I'm sure you guys should know it because it's been like on my TikTok feed for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So when my family went there at Batu Caves, we woke up at 5 a.m., which I normally don't do that at home, but I did it that time. I dragged myself there, climbed like approximately, I don't know, 270-ish steps because there were a lot of stairs,
What?
guys. And when I got to the top, I looked out at the valley with that golden morning light coming in, imagine that, that morning sunrise. It was generally one of those moments when you just feel really grateful. You kind of remember God and everything, like, oh my God, this is life. Yeah, it
I
was
guess.
it
But
was great.
I mean, yeah, you gotta be feel very grateful there though. But like 270 steps,
Yeah, no, I'm not
Nah,
lying. I'm not lying.
270
Yes,
steps at
nah.
5 a.m., bro.
yes.
What? That's a very great commitment, you know.
I was barely awake.
I'm already tired to just hear the 272. I just tired when I hear.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's really worth it
amazing.
actually, guys.
Oh, we're there. Wow.
Well,
Uh,
so I
what, baby?
do you do don't I have ever seen on the internet like the on that the Batu caves is there's a lot of monkeys, doesn't it?
What? Monkey?
Actually, yeah, thank you for reminding that. Actually, there are a lot of monkeys, guys, and
Like
oh my
Bali,
God,
yeah?
fair to say, I was frightened with monkeys, and I had these like
Ooh.
snacks, right? Because it was 5 a.m., like nobody had breakfast or anything, so it's normal for us to bring snacks, right? And these monkeys just like, take it and like they left me starving,
No,
but that's
no.
okay, I guess.
Oh my God. Is it
Well,
is it crime? Animal crime, yeah?
No,
Crime,
no, I
yeah?
did not.
No. Oh, there's a monkey, yeah? That's amazing. That's interesting that because I see like the monkey is like in Bali. That monkey is coming to our shoulder to take us and um move too many in the one place. So yeah, it's amazing, and you're very brave. You're very brave
I
to.
mean, I don't know about the monkeys in Bali, but the monkeys at Batu Caves were crazy active, guys. So
Oh
be
no,
careful, I guess.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm so interesting to hear that, Cal. But I feel like this is something that it's not talking about your experience again, but we want to talking about another experience that you maybe had in Malaysia. That for me, when I'm go want when I have a dream to want to go to the another country to going abroad, maybe that there is one thing that I fear, they are scared. It's about a language. I think I want to know about how do you communicate with the local peoples in there because I watched the many animation cartoon in Malaysia like Upin Ipin, Bobo Boy. The language is like we usually
Very
do,
similar, like with
like a
us.
similar. But what's your experience? Is it real or what?
Yeah, actually, it was way easier than I expected. English is really widely spoken in
Oh,
Malaysia. I actually used English like in my first time there, like at the airport. Like I talked with the officers
mm,
there using English, but even so, they actually understand Indonesia. But
mm,
especially in KL and Penang, almost everyone you interact with, like in restaurants, hotels, shops, transport, places, they speak English pretty comfortably. But well, as I said before, as Indonesian, we actually have advantage, which Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa Indonesia are very, very close enough that in a pinch you can just speak Indonesia and they'll get you. The vocabulary is like 70 to 80% the same.
Oh,
And actually one of the experience that I got is that I used English when I ordered a taxi to our hotel when we arrived, right?
mm.
I used English and the driver did not understand me at all. But when I used Indonesia, he understood. So I don't know, that's the thing, I guess. And I was like, oh, okay, what?
It's like you could just like speak Indonesian and they understand.
Yeah, definitely.
I
They
mean,
are in
Oh,
Indonesia.
there's got to be like difference, right? From Indonesian to Malaysian. Like some words sometimes it's gotta be like mean a different total things, right?
Oh yeah, of course. There are a few funny ones actually. Like butuh in Indonesia means need, right? You need something. But in Malaysia, it means something very inappropriate. You can search it up yourself. So be careful with that one if you're planning to go there.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god.
Butuh.
That's
The
I
word
think
is butuh.
oh my god, that's good to know. Butu is actually needs, right?
needs.
Well
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for
that's
us,
good to
not for
know.
them.
Wow. Wow.
What about the is there any like new words that
Oh
you
yeah.
picked up
New
from
words. What's
Malaysian?
new words, Kel? Can you teach us, Kel? Just a
Okay.
little.
Well, I'm not a Malaysian speaker myself, but the
Mm.
biggest one that I picked up is lah. So is this
Wow.
lah is like this all-purpose particle they put at the end of every sentence, like no worries lah, or it's okay lah. Like you just put it at the end of every sentence. It
Something
softens
lah,
things.
something.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, you're doing great. It's very Malaysian, and my favorite one was sedap juga. You watch Upin
Sedap.
Ipin, right? You heard characters saying
Yeah,
like
sedap. Sedap.
Sedap.
sedap. It means delicious. Yeah, of course you know that.
Delicious.
I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to I used to use that word a lot of times. Every time I eat with my family, I like, just joke
Mm.
with the word.
Okay, I think sedap. I like it. I like that words. So I think I will be adding to my vocabulary when my
Yes.
mother maybe cook me something. I will say sedap mah.
Oh, you're gonna use it on a daily basis? Okay.
I think it's interesting.
Well,
Ah,
so I
many
think
topics.
I kind of want to go like a little deeper here, like for a second. Like, do you feel like the experience you go to Malaysia to travel around changed the way changed you in any way? Like, did you feel like a different person after you came back to Indonesia?
Mm.
In some way, yeah, actually. I think what hit me the most was seeing how multicultural Malaysia is. At Malaysia, there are many types of people. There are Malay, Chinese, Indian, communities all living together in one place, and you see it in the food, the architecture, the festivals, the people around you. I'm like, you can really see it, the difference. And it made me think a lot about identity and how much of who we are comes from where we're from. And I also became way more comfortable being alone in public. I solo traveled most of the parts of the trip, even though I went with my family. And that confidence actually stayed with me. There's just something freeing about navigating somewhere totally new on your own, especially like miles away from your home country. So yeah, I think that's it.
Oh,
That's I think yeah, I think that's the thing that people underestimate about traveling, right? Like you don't just learn about the place, but you also have to learn about yourself too, like how you handle the being lost, how you being uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, that's true. And I experienced that a lot actually, like being lost. Like it always happens, especially when I'm alone. I mean, sure, there's maps, but like, there could be one, two wrong turns, and suddenly it turns into the best part of the whole trip, actually, these wrong turns.
mm. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
well,
What's
I kind of
Febriyan?
want to know about the financial stuff. I mean, Caleb, we have to know like how's the budget,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
there's a lot of people before going out to the like travel abroad is going to think about this. Like, is Malaysia expensive, like especially for us Indonesians?
Okay,
Mm.
so speaking of budget for Indonesians, actually, personally, I think it's actually pretty manageable. The exchange rate
Okay.
is roughly around 1 ringgit to around 3.5K to 4K, 4,000 rupiahs.
Mm.
So the math is easy. You just need to times 4,000, you know. Now, street food is ridiculously affordable. I have no
Oh.
idea why are they that cheap. Like a nasi lemak or a bowl of laksa at a local stall is like 5 to 10 ringgit, which is like a maximum of 40,000. Like that's a good
Wow.
deal, right? Where it gets pricier is malls, of course, fancy restaurants, or even, tourist spots. As for accommodation itself, a decent hostel or guest house runs about like 60 to 80 ringgit at a night, I guess.
Mm.
And I'd say for a comfortable mid-budget trip, you should like plan around 200 to 300 ringgits per day, including accommodation, and you'll be totally fine. You'll be enjoying Malaysia.
Wow, that's super helpful, Cal. And I think I will note it, maybe for my next plan. So, wow, I'm not, I'm surprised that Malaysia is not expensive that I thought because it's cheaper and very friendly to our money. Oh my God.
Ah, yeah, it
It's
is.
doable, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. The key is just knowing where to
Uh,
eat and not being intimidated by local spots because the best food is never in the fancy places anywhere, never in tourist
oh,
spots. Just eat
that's
where the local eats. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to find, but you'll get there eventually.
that's a good tips. Please note, Febriyan, that's a good tips for us.
Please note for next weekend you're going there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. We finished to talk about the budget or money that I noted. Now, I think I want to know about something technically about when you're going to the other country. It's like that people overthink also. There's a whole visa situation in Malaysia.
Yeah.
From what I know, that dealing with visas when you want go abroad or going to another country outside Indonesia, it's really really complicated and maybe stressful that maybe there's that I see on the social media that people stress that their visa is rejected. So is that case happen with to you when you go to Malaysia or not?
Okay, so actually, it's really great news for us
Oh,
Indonesians. It's actually not complicated at all. It's very easy.
yeah.
Indonesia and Malaysia have a visa-free agreement, as far as I know. So, as an Indonesian
Oh,
citizen ourselves with a valid passport, you can enter Malaysia for up to 30 days or a month without applying for anything. Like, you just go there to the airport. You literally just show up at the airport with your passport, and this time you in, no application, no fees, no waiting. You just need to make sure, like, you have your
Ooh.
tickets to go back, you have your hotel, you know where you're staying and everything, just the basic stuffs. But it's not complicated
Oh
at all.
well. That's so much easier than I thought, going to Malaysia, bro. But like, is there anything like document wise you should prepare?
Just the basic stuffs like make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel dates. I mean, that's actually a standard rule for international travel in general, not Malaysia only. So you should do that and fill in your arrival card properly when they give it to you on the plane, and
mm,
just have your hotel booking and return ticket ready in case immigration asks, which they will, by the way. And just the basic
okay. We will
stuffs.
not again.
Oh, and also respect the local laws. I think it's pretty important to for that. Malaysia is stricter on certain things than Indonesia, like drug laws are very serious. And dress modestly at mosques and temples, like just respect the
Mm.
culture and everything.
Oh, I'm glad and very happy to hear that because yeah, it's one of my fear when go to another country. Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. So there's no going back, right?
Well, after you finish like this whole traveling abroad to
Mm.
Malaysia thing, I kind of want to know like what is the single one most valuable lessons that you took from the whole traveling board experience to Malaysia?
Well, it's definitely to don't overplan it, your itinerary and everything. I had a pretty loose itinerary, and honestly, my best moments happened by accident. Like
Isn't that
stumbling
good?
into a street market I didn't know existed at all. Like I never planned on going there, getting a restaurant tip from a random local and
Okay.
cafe, ending up at a rooftop bar because I took the wrong turn. And by the way, I didn't buy any drinks there. I just thought the view was amazing, just in case. And travel rewards the curious and the flexible, you guys. So you don't need to like script every hour and like be strict with your trip. Like, oh, 10 a.m. I have to be here, 12 a.m. I have to be here. Like stuff like nah. Just enjoy your time.
So just stick to your flow. Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
just come around and enjoy every moment that you have.
yeah. Just be present.
I love to hear that. I think if you uh do you have a biggest concerns that there's a good advice that you give me for about don't overplan. But do you have many concerns or precious advice for someone thinking about traveling abroad or maybe just to visit another country outside Indonesia for the first time? Have you many concerns about that?
I think number one is, of course, safety and know your
Yeah.
surroundings. Don't flash expensive things if you have like expensive watch or anything. Like don't really
Mm.
show it. Be aware at
Yeah.
night. Keep your documents safe, like your passport and everything
Oh
at
yeah.
first. So safety is number one. Number two is health and insurance, which I think not a lot of people like put into thought on this. I mean, travel insurance is not optional. True. But you don't want to be abroad and get sick or injured with no coverage, right? Like that would be so
Yeah.
a hassle. Even a basic plan is fine. I mean, like just make sure you have something with you. And I think those two things will give you so much peace of mind and honestly let you enjoy the trip more freely.
Oh, well, I think that's quite a solid advice that you're saying here. I actually just heard about travel insurance right now, as you're saying, and I think if I just go to Malaysia like tomorrow, I probably will not think about it. And I feel it's going to be the same for a lot of first timers around there. And yeah, we probably like thought about like where should we go, like where should we eat, like, but
Mm.
there's nothing like how if what if someone like crashes a car into us, like what if I break my leg, right? You don't ever thought about that.
Well, I hope you don't though.
Yeah.
No, bro. Don't be like that, man.
But good, just in,
Okay.
just in case, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In case.
Okay. So Cal, if I want to ask you about, so what you think is that traveling abroad or going to the another country is worth it?
Yes, it most definitely is. No hesitation. I mean, does it cost money? Yeah, a lot,
Yeah,
kind of.
of
Does it take
course.
planning?
Of course.
Yeah, and it's pretty stressful,
Yes.
especially if you're going with other people. But
Yeah.
and does something will go wrong at the trip? Yes, most definitely you will get into fights. I swear you will get into fights and that's totally normal by the way. But you come back knowing more, like about the world, about yourself, and honestly about home, about Indonesia too. You appreciate where you're from so much more after you've seen somewhere different. Malaysia really reminded me of that. So yeah, go on that trip, plan it, save up, and go this weekend, right?
Mm, yes, yes, yes.
Well, that's a genuine, such a good answer, though. I mean, seriously,
Good, good, good.
that was very helpful, and you basically done all of the research for us. I mean, thank you for doing this. Really, I mean, I know that we just kind of pulled you into this, ask you to join our Zoom to talk about this Malaysia traveling experience.
Yeah, Cal, it's true.
Yeah, no, no problem. I actually loved it because talking about the trip makes me want to go back, honestly. And please, you guys should really just go. Like, Malaysia is so doable, guys. Like, next weekend is waiting.
Oh, oh, we will plan it later because this week
Okay.
we have exam, right?
Alright. Yeah, I mean
Excellent.
after midterms, yeah, after midterms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it was such
We'll plan.
exciting conversation with you, Cal, in this night. Uh, I just want to say thank you to you about you want to spend your time to talk with us, to sharing many insightful information about Malaysia. Uh, maybe or Febriyan, did you have words from Kyla before we close this our conversation? Because we want to
Yeah,
sleep.
I mean,
Yeah.
as I said before, like it's I thank you for the time, like for telling us the stories, because you basically like giving us all of the spilling out everything that we need, from the travel insurance, of the plans, what should we go there, what should we prepare, and yeah, it's very helpful. And I think we probably will plan some travel to Malaysia, like probably like after this midterm
Nice.
Yes.
exam.
Nice. You
Oh,
should,
I
you
was
should.
very interested right now. I'm very interested in going to Malaysia right now.
me too, me too. That's true.
Nice.
Let's
Book
plan
me.
it, okay? Okay, I think for the last, uh, uh, we must to say about that the Malaysian words that we learned today, that is sadaplah. So in the three, we say sadaplah to camera, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sadaplah.
Sedaplah.
Sedap.
Sedaplah.
This conversation sadaplah. Okay.
You
Thank
guys
you,
are so ready for
guys.
Malaysia. Yeah, no problem, guys. Thank you as
Okay. We
well.
can wave to camera for the closing. Goodbye. Thank you.